Twisted Travelers Podcast, your weekly dose of theme park news and entertainment. And now, here to talk all things coasters, theme parks, and even more, here are your hosts, Jack Lathrop and Chris Jones.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this week's episode of the Twisted Travelers Podcast. As always, I am Chris, and I'm joined by Jack. Jack, how's it going?
Good morning, everyone. We're recording this in the morning. I'm doing great. I'm still waking up, but we're here. It's gonna be great. We've got funness for y'all. So,
First off, Patreon shoutouts. Shout out to Bryant, Graham, Grant, Jaden, Mark, Allison and Steven, Eric, Mikhail, Klaus, and Sloan. Patreon, thank you all for your last month's support. We're literally going to record your episodes right after this. So those will come out with the top 25. They'll come out with the last episode. And also, real quick plugs. You can find us on Instagram at Twisted_Travelers, on Twitter at Twisted Traveler, put the R at the end as a 1. Jack, you can find him at Thrilling Moment on all platforms, and you can find me at Twisted Travelers Chris on Instagram.
yeah, also, I noticed the other day, we keep getting new followers on Instagram and Twitter, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. At least they're still listening to us, even though it's gonna die here in like 3 weeks. But anyways, other things we gotta plug and do is the Give Kids the World fundraiser. If you haven't been paying attention to my Twitter and Instagram, Scott from Upstart Media and I are raising money for Give Kids the World. We are over 80% of the way to our goal, and we would love to smash that. So if you've got a few dollars to spare to go towards a great organization, I'll drop the link in the description. We do have some stuff to start giving away. If you've seen me teasing those really, really awesome metallic prints, one of you might be getting one of those if you donate. You could also be getting free tickets to the Star Flyer, or maybe a free Ripcord ride, or maybe some Dollywood tickets. I don't know. Maybe you should donate. Maybe you'll get something. Just a suggestion. Also, give me money. Don't give money to charity, obviously, but just give me money because I am a charity. Buy my calendars. I still have like 10 left for $20 shipped anywhere in the United States. You won't get it for Christmas, but you will have it for most of January. And the pictures are awesome, so you should just buy one anyways. Yeah. Also, Drunk Riders, we love you. Thanks for the shout out on Twitter the other day. But also, you're beautiful. And Kevin is the best of you.
I can agree with that. Okay, let's get into some news. First thing, something I'm excited about. Thorpe Park getting a massive new coaster, probably for
You're
Mock.
excited about this. I mean, if we can argue about it, yay.
Yeah, what do you mean? It's gonna be good, obviously. Look at what Mock just did in China. Now just think of it not as a launch version. That's what this kind of looks like.
Okay, yeah, but it's like they were like, okay, let's build a lift hill and make it 230 feet tall, and then we'll put like 2 elements under it, and an overbank turn.
There's more than 2 elements.
And then put a brake run there. That's a ride. That seems like a good ride. Seriously, the thing is way too frickin' short. Like,
nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
It
Not
looks
everything
like Steel
has to be
Curtain
long to be great.
with less elements at Fort Park. And if you want to, drink.
Okay, the drop's going to be super whippy and twisty. Like, it's going to be short, but it doesn't have to be long. It's going to be one of those rides that packs such a punch. And, like, every element's going to be insane, okay? That's like a nearly 90-degree outer bank.
Yeah.
And while you have that little elements, your speed's going to be flying through every single one of those. Like,
I get it. But the thing is, like, we've seen the one Mac in China that looks like they laced it with crack cocaine, and that's just one. If all of the Macs did that, I'd be more hyped. But I'm like used to
we've seen
Copperhead,
Ride to
which
Happiness too.
crawls through its elements sometimes, and so it's being judged off that. I would love to be proven wrong. Trust me, I want to be proven wrong.
I guarantee you will be.
Based off what I've seen, I'm not like dying to go ride it. But also, it's just as entertaining to me to watch the British enthusiasts go nuts.
It's going to be good. That's my opinion.
I'm sure it's going to be a good ride. It's just, I feel like they were so set on the height record, whereas they could have built a ride that was 50 or 60 feet less, not as tall,
Well, yeah, obviously we
longer,
were
and
set
it
on
could
the
have
height
been
record.
just as good. Example A, Velocicoaster.
Obviously, they were set on the height record. That was the point for sure. They just got what they wanted. It's fine, and it looks like it's going to be really good. So,
Good for Thorpe.
mm-hmm.
Thorpe Park. Mike, I'm gonna slap him when I see him.
Speaking of mocks, Steel Typing in Australia soft opened. I want the spinning car. That's all I have to say about this.
I know someone personally who's ridden it through like a photographer group chat, and they said it was X2 level insanity in the spin car.
Okay, well I'm gonna say that's hard to believe.
That's what I said too. It's like, don't believe me if you don't want to, but it's the only thing I can compare it to. So, hey, Carowinds, you want to put a spinning car on Copperhead?
That'd be pretty cool. Time Traveler exists too, so.
Get to
Well, I mean,
ride that in
Time
8
Traveler
days.
is X2 level insanity in my opinion, but this is a Blue Fire clone. If time travel,
Well, the thing is, apparently the spin is not controlled like it is on Time Traveler. It's just like free spins.
oh, well, that would be a lot. Who knows then? Still, doubt. Also, Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, Harley Quinn is gone for what's it called? Their Wild Mouse that's getting built over there. Harley Quinn's fully gone after just a couple of years. Good investment, Six Flags. Good investment.
Way to spend your money. So
Facts. Well
yeah,
done.
but speaking of good investments, King's Dominion has continued construction on Tumbali Monkey Ride. Yeah, I still don't know why this park needed this coaster. I mean, it's a credit, so yay. But
They didn't need it. They just I don't even know. I'm only one in Virginia, I guess. Congratulations.
Yeah. The other big thing though is they did finally, like we saw pictures, they're repainting, and I assume retheming the bobsled to be something not
Yeah.
winter. So
Mm-hmm.
that'll be nice because that was like a hodgepodge of themes in that corner of the park.
It still will be, but
Yeah, it still will be. You're still gonna have race cars and aliens in the middle of the jungle, but
and a movie set.
and the movie set.
That's good for them though. I hope it'll be open when I am in that area so I can get the +1 and go ride, good rides. Going back over to the UK, Drayton Manor is teasing something new.
Mm-hmm. Also, just shout out them. They just followed me on Twitter the other day, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got no clue. If y'all want to add a coaster that's worth riding, maybe I'd want to visit. But
yeah.
all right, good talk, Jack. And then Pantheon's POV got released. Everybody's saying it looks slow. Everybody said the same thing about Velocicoaster before it opened, so just be quiet.
Yeah, they filmed that POV. Like, look around. It was wet and cold, and all of the leaves were colors. It was cold. That POV was not to speed. So we get an idea what the layout's going to be like. We have no idea what the speed and pacing is going to be like yet. So give it time.
Right, and I just want those trees to grow in more. They've planted a couple. You could see in the POV. Not enough, but yeah, one day, way in the future, hopefully, it'll be so grown in and everything that it'll just be like the stall lifting up out of trees and back into
That'd
them.
be sweet.
That'd be nice. We'll see though. Prettiest park. Yeah, it looks slow, but probably won't be. And then How to Train Your Dragon concept art.
Gimme.
Yes, I'm very excited. I want to know what type of coaster they're going with, but we'll see.
I don't care. I'm just excited because it's one of the best film franchises of all time.
Well, yeah, but it's going to be a sit-down, like, multi-launch thing, probably.
Oh, I wouldn't complain. If it's like, just imagine if they built a How to Train Your Dragon Velocicoaster.
Well, no, it's obviously not going to be that, but, like, I'm thinking, are we going to get, like, Manta at SeaWorld San Diego? Are we going to get, like, Hagrid? Or are we going to get, like, Fire Chaser?
What if they did Flying Dino for How to Train Your Dragons?
Well, that's not what's happening. You saw the concept art.
It's concept art. They can do whatever they want to. Just imagine, just have that pipe dream in your head for just a second.
Look, I wish, but they're not doing Flying Dino.
I
Maybe
know, but
we'll get Flying Dino at that park in the future, but not now.
just imagine if Universal had Velocicoaster, Hulk, Hagrid, and Flying Dino.
I'd take it.
Would you ever need to go anywhere else? No.
No, I'm expecting this to be like Fire Chaser, honestly.
Yeah, Fire
But
Chaser. I mean, what about like a Verbolten type thing? Step up from.
I mean, yeah, maybe a little step up, but
We'll see. I'm
we'll
excited
see.
though, just to see this land because again, How to Train Your Dragon is amazing.
Yeah, that's right. And that's news. So, last ride of the week, we've got Goliath at Six Flags over Georgia. You want
Well,
to
this
start
is
us off since
fitting.
you just went?
This is fitting. So like I guess real quick tangent trip report. This past weekend, I was on the Drunk Riders Discord server, which if you're not over there, go join. It's a fun group as well. We're fun, but they're fun too. Um, and there's a couple people like, yeah, we're going to Over Georgia this weekend, and I just texted my dad. I'm like, hey, we haven't been in a while. You want to go down? So we ended up going to Over Georgia. Got 3 rides in on Goliath, one in the back, one in second to back, and one in the front. And the ride is still running phenomenally. It's still my second favorite B&M Hyper. The airtime is just so perfect. The G's are amazing. Those last 3 hills this time felt like Steel Vengeance finale level, like slamming you up and down into your seat airtime. Um, yeah, it was a running really good. The big thing, it needs a repaint. Don't change the colors, just repaint it the colors it is. Um, but it's amazing. No seat belts, longer trains. I love the ride. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's one of the best. I think we might have talked about it on Ride of the Week before, but this is just like probably the best B&M hyper layout. Um, the hills out like back behind the road are fantastic. The big hills, the helix is great. That turn back over the road to get back to the like run of hills to end the ride is super whippy, and the hills to end the ride are full of like ejector as well. Um, it does everything right, really. That except for like lacking a really good drop, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I agree with the color scheme. Color scheme's perfect. I think the location's great, running around the whole front entrance of the park and area. Um, and it's just super intense, like way too more intense than you would expect it to be. So you will see it when we do top 25s next week for sure.
Yeah, it shows that it was not designed by who normally designs B&Ms.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a phenomenal ride. I love it. I'm already like
Hmm.
wanting to go back and ride it some more, and I literally wrote it
Hmm.
like 48 hours ago or something.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Um, and now we got halftime report. So playoffs started this week.
I'm in the bottom of the league, y'all. I gave up. I lost completely.
Enjoy
So
your
I'll do
punishment.
something stupid next year and post about it. So
That's right. So we are in the playoffs. This is week one of two of our first playoff matchup. So we'll start off with me versus my dad. I am winning by just under a point right now, and I still have a player left to play. He does not. Tom Brady had a terrible week because New Orleans sucks, and we have everybody injured. Fournette was okay. Keenan Allen did his thing. Julio, I'm never playing you again. Travis Kelce is a beast. Aaron Jones did his thing as well, and then my dad had Mahomes and Jeff Wilson, and Chris Godwin played a little bit, and Kyle Pitts. So I'm up just barely. We'll see going into week two if I can hold on. I hope so. Depends on injuries, really, for both of us. And then we got Allison versus Grant. To be honest, Grant, you're probably done for already, even with
yeah,
a whole other week. Poor guy. Taysom Hill didn't do anything. Zeke was fine. Devontae Adams was. Oh wait, hold on. Nope, I was wrong. Grant still has 3 people left to play, so you don't know that. The matchup just loaded for me. Okay, Grant. Actually, yeah, he does have a chance because he still has David Montgomery and Justin Jefferson and Hunter Renfro left to play. Well, Allison has put up big numbers with Jonathan Taylor and Debo and Mark Andrews. Um, that one might end up being closer than you're expecting, but I still think Allison will have it at least after week one.
yeah.
Perry and Marcus. It is loading. There we go. Perry's up right now. Marcus still has 3 players left. Perry still has 1. Perry's up by a little more than 20. He had Tyreek go off, doing his thing. Marcus kind of been meh so far with the players he has had. So we'll see. And then we've got Ben and Steven. The Rockets versus the Rockets. Ben still has most of his team left to play. All Monday and Tuesday night games. So he's only put up 17 total points so far. But Steven still has 4 players left to play as well, and he's put up 54. So that's a weird one. It looks like Steven's going to have a slight lead, but we'll see, I guess. Also, your dad has a lot of questionables and 1 fully injured player left to play, so we'll see. And then Jack, you and Bryant.
I haven't even checked, so Brian's probably annihilating me because
You're down by a little more than 10.
it's actually not as bad as I was expecting.
Yeah,
All I
you're
know is
going to be down after 1 week.
Yeah, all I know is I keep getting notifications, COVID protocol, and I'm like, okay, I give up.
Yeah, you could have played Brandon Cooks and you would be up, but tough.
I've
So
just
yeah,
accepted my fate as the bottom of the league.
pretty much after 1 week, Bryant, Steven, Perry, Allison, and I have leads. Some of them are really close, so we will see how it goes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty comfortable with my team. And now we have a couple listener questions, and then we'll get on to the Twisted Travelers Awards.
I need to pull up my list of thingies, and then it's gonna be a test of, do I actually know heights of roller coasters? So our first question today is from Dev with No Bev. It's top 10 coasters under 100 feet tall. So this is going to be 1, do I know the heights of roller coasters? And 2, yeah. So I think that's my 1. So you're going to listen to Chris and I mumble for a minute as we work through all of this?
I'm going through the list, looking.
I'm going to have RCDB open.
I don't think there's a single one in my top 25 that's under 100 feet tall. I don't know if you're going to get a top 10.
Nope.
Maybe a top few.
Let's do top 5. I think that one
Even
is.
that might be tough.
That one is.
What is?
You'll see. I think that one is. I know.
Have I written it?
Yes.
Okay, I found one.
I can't remember how tall this ride is, and it's at my home park. Nope, it's 0.42 tall. Whoops. We're going to say that one counts because it's 100 feet exactly.
Oh, we're counting those?
I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one counts. That one definitely counts. Forgot how tall this ride is. Nope, too tall.
Okay, I think I've got mine. If we're counting 100-foot ones.
How many do you have?
5.
Oh, okay. I've got my 5 then.
Okay. Yeah, I guess are we counting up or down?
Let's start at 5 and go to 1.
Okay, number 5, Texas Stingray.
For me, it is Lightning Run.
Okay. Number 4 is Prowler.
4 is Copperhead Strike for me.
Oh wait, no, Prowler didn't count. My bad. Prowler was 2 feet 2 tall. Number 4 was Phoenix. Number 3 is Ravine Flyer 2.
Number 3 for me is for Bolton.
Number 2 is Lightning Run.
Number 2 for me is Phoenix.
And then number 1 is Time Traveler.
And I guess that would make Time Traveler my number 1 as well. I put my number 1 is Tremors at Silverwood.
Okay, well yeah.
Time Traveler's ranked a little higher than that. I forgot that one.
Time Traveler is exactly 100 according to RCDB.
So there you go. There's our
top 5.
Ones that didn't make my list barely are like Revenge of the Mummy, Wizard, Twister Knobles, stuff like that. So
Hagrid's.
Hagrid's, yeah. Wait,
Hagrid's Cyclone, I think.
Hagrid's definitely should have made my list. Whoops, I forget how short some of these rides are.
I don't think Legend's over 100. Yeah.
Anyway, there you go. There's an idea. Yeah. Yeah.
And then from Grant, what's one ride you'd like to add to CP to piss off Ohio?
We might have answered this in last week's show, but we're answering it again.
I don't think we answered it last week.
Let's see. What would piss off Ohio the most? Oh yeah, put the tiny SNS free spin at Cedar Point.
Oh, dang it, that's what I was gonna say.
You can say it too.
No, it's fine. Just in the middle of nowhere, perfectly in between Kings Island and Cedar Point, add like dueling SLCs, and their entire theme is to tearing down other Ohio rides. So it'll just be ripping into Millennium Force, Magnum, Steel Vengeance, claiming the golden ticket awards for Steel Vengeance are invalid and stuff like that, and just make all the fanboys angry.
That'd be hilarious.
Call out Don Helbig,
That'd be hilarious.
On his little helpers. Yeah. Good question, Grant. I mean, Grant, you're pretty much like somebody who's well versed in trying to piss off Ohio. Answer yourself in the Discord. And now
Purdue beats Ohio State. There you go.
Now we have the Twisted Travelers Awards.
This is where we give meaningless awards to rides and parks that they don't get at all, and it's just for our own personal entertainment.
That's right.
So, we'll start off with an award that Bryant suggested last year. It's the Hottest Take Award. There's a clear winner this year, and it is not me. Like, I will hand my crown over willingly, and it is Wall and Ball on having Rip Ride Rocket in his top 10. And also saying it's the best ride at Universal.
Nah.
That's a hot take, Chris.
I mean, it is, but just nah.
Do you still want to give the award to me?
Huh? No. I mean, you've got some terrible takes as well, but
I do, but I don't know if I have any quite that bad.
Yeah, yeah. Congratulations, sir. You get this meaningless award. So next up, we've got the Prettiest Park Award, and we both agree on what this should go to. Yes. So the winner for the Prettiest Park Award is Silver Dollar City in Branson, Missouri. I mean, what competes? That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I have multiple countdowns running on all of my devices for next week because I'm ready to go back.
Yeah. Congratulations, Silver Dollar City. You won't know you ever won this, but you did.
I'll take like a fake award to the park and take a picture of it in front of the sign.
There you go.
And keeping up with the prettiest stuff, we've got the prettiest coaster. We agree on this one too. Apparently, neither of us are feeling well because we're agreeing with each other, and we're giving it to Velocicoaster at Universal. I mean, if you've seen my Instagram, I think you understand.
Yeah, that's not a hard one. They just built it really well around everything, so it fits the land well. That one makes sense. And next we have the best new credit of 2020. So best new coaster to us that we rode. Jack, Go ahead.
So I'm not going with like the coaster I rode this year that ranked the highest. I'm going with the one that surprised me the most on this, and I'm going with Tremors at Silverwood. Y'all have heard me gush about this park and about this ride for way too long. But it deserves it because no one else talks about it, and so I will talk about it. And Tremors is phenomenal. It's everything you want in a CCI, and it's smooth. It's got airtime. It's got laterals. It's the best of Shivering Timbers, Rampage, and Legend in one ride. So I love it, love it, love it. Okay, I'll shut up now.
I am going with like just the in general best new coaster I rode this year, and that is X2 at Six Flags Magic Mountain, my 300th coaster. It's just an insane experience that does things no other coaster in North America does. So pretty easy answer, honestly. Well, not easy because there's another coaster that's very close up there, or actually two that were new to me this year that are very close up there, in the rankings, which you will see next week. But shout out X2 for being absolutely insane.
Yeah. So keeping with best new stuff though, the best new parks. This is the best new park we each visited in 2020. Um, keeping with the trend, mine is Silverwood. All of you should go to Idaho. I'll shut up now.
uh,
I feel like you're gonna slap me if I like go on about that park.
well, you
much
went to
longer.
Great America this year.
I did, but I still liked Silverwood more.
Well, that I know. This is a tough one because I went to so many new places this year. Uh, not both Disneyland parks. I went to Great Adventure for the first time this year. Lagoon. A lot of new places, but I'm going with Magic Mountain. There's just too many great coasters in one spot for me to not have it as one of my favorites ever. And I did really like the atmosphere as well. Two top 10 worthy rides. Tough to beat that place. It's very close to Cedar Point, to be honest. That'll trigger some people. But yes, Magic Mountain for sure. And next we've got Best Dark Ride. So did this change for both of us this year, or is yours the same?
Hold on. Let me go look, y'all. You go ahead and I'll find out if mine.
Okay, well, mine I think can be pretty obvious. That's Rise of the Resistance at both Disneyland and Disney World, because I rode it at both this year. Um, it's just a complete experience, a very very long ride that has everything you want. Pretty much perfect. Just animatronics, use of screens, trackless dark ride, massive physical sets. It does actually have competition because Guardians of the Galaxy California Adventure is really close there for me. But yeah, I gotta go Rise of the Resistance.
Yes, yours changed. Mine did not. I'm sticking with the same one I had last year, and that is Radiator Springs Racers at Disney's California Adventure. That ride's amazing. If y'all have listened for a while, I love cars, so
Mm-hmm.
it's sticking there. It's sticking there.
Yeah.
So
Okay, and our next award we have Best Flat Ride. I think we both have the same answers last year, so we can make this one quick. For me, it's
yep,
Falcon's Fury at Busch Gardens, Tampa.
mine is Nightmares at Canada's Wonderland. So
Right.
yep, there you go.
Fast one.
And the question I've been dreading the most.
This is a new award for the year.
Would you like to start? Because I'm still thinking.
Sure. So this is the Best Trip of the Year award. And for me, this one was tough because I had the massive Midwest trip that also went over into Pennsylvania and New Jersey for Great Adventure and then down the coast. That was huge, but I still got to go with the California trip just because I did so much in 5 days, doing 2 days of Magic Mountain, a Knott's Day, and then 2 Disney days. Um, and I hit so many rides that just blew my mind all at one time. Ghost Rider, Twisted Colossus X2, Rise of the Resistance, and Guardians of the Galaxy. That was just a lot for me at once that I was not expecting. Some things that I experienced that trip. It was great.
Yeah. So I'm in the same boat as Chris. I did a lot of trips this year. Don't know what to choose. So let's just start it off. New Year's trip to over Georgia, Texas trip,
That was a good one. That was
Tahoe
a good one.
trip, my graduation Midwest through Stumble trip, Michigan. Um, I went hiking a ton in there. Velasa Whoops, Idaho, um, fall break trip, or Carowinds fall break trip, a Kings Island weekend trip, Velasa Stumble, over Georgia now, and then we have I can't say the name on the show. Trip to Silver Dollar City next week. So, I think out of all of those, I think my favorite's honestly Michigan, mainly for the Cedar Point Day.
Okay, that's a good one.
I mean, that was a fun trip because we just got to be stupid for a week and then cap it all off with Cedar Point
Mm-hmm.
and like just completely having that park to ourselves. It felt like for a day.
Yeah, that was good.
So I think I'm gonna go with that. I mean, like all of the trips are amazing, and like picking a favorite's hard. Um, so yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that.
No, that Cedar Point Day was amazing for sure. Um. Okay, our next new award, most anticipated new for 2022 coaster. You want to start off?
Yeah, mine is a pretty easy answer. It's Air Force One at Fun Spot America, Atlanta. Uh, we've gushed about this ride all season long, and I'm just really excited. I mean, I've sat on the track for it already, so I'm just excited to ride it now.
Yeah. So the title of the award is most anticipated, not what we think is going to be the best. There are two rides that will probably be better than what I'm saying next year, at least. But those ones have already had their time for anticipation. But they're not here yet still, so they won't get the award. And I'm going with Guardians of the Galaxy at Epcot because I know for a fact that I'm going to get to ride it next year. And I've seen the pictures from inside the building, and it looks like a lot. And the last time Disney did a Guardians of the Galaxy themed ride, it's out in California, and it's absolutely incredible. So I'm hoping we're going to see something similar
Yeah,
as far as quality.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And our last new award for the year, or one of the last new awards for the year, most anticipated new credit for 2022.
So this one's a pretty easy answer for me, thanks to my lovely, lovely father, who has still not stopped tormenting me about his trip to Poland.
Hi, Ben.
Sparky, if you're listening, I know you are because you're like standing right over there. It's Zadra. It's definitely Zadra. But
Yeah.
I will be riding that next summer because I don't think I can go another year without.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good one. For me, it is completely unknown what I'm actually going to get to ride next year, except for a couple of things. Um, So my best bet as to something that's been high on my bucket list for a while that I will actually get to ride next year is Superman at Six Flags New England. Hopefully I do actually get there this year. Um, but yeah, I've always really wanted to ride it just because it's got such a great layout. So hopefully I finally get on it this year. Please. Thank you.
Yeah. So,
That's what I'll say.
and then we've got like three more categories that are pretty basic, and we're going to see if we can come to a consensus on them. I think we'll be able to because they're basic. But the first one's best new ride of 2021. I forgot to change that. Whoops. I think it should be obvious. Would you like to place your guesses now? Okay, you've had time to place them. It's Velocicoaster.
Yes, it's Velocicoaster. That's pretty easy.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Velocicoaster, for winning like your third award
Mm-hmm.
already? Probably. Yeah. Okay, and then we've got Best Steel Coaster. Can we
I
come to a
think
consensus here?
in
Probably.
terms of just like we're gonna agree upon it, there's a simple answer.
Fury?
Yep.
Yeah, Fury. And then Best Wood Coaster, we're gonna do the same thing.
This is gonna be good. Everyone's about to. I think everyone's about to like full on lose it. when we say this. I'm
What,
gonna type it
best
out. I'm gonna
wooden
type
coach?
it out. I want to make sure we're on the same page. Ready?
Yeah.
We on the same page?
No.
Oh, we're not on the same page?
Jack.
Oh yeah, this thing. That thing.
Yeah.
I had to forget about it. You know, we have a habit of forgetting about that ride.
Okay. Why did you bring that up again, man? The best steel coaster is Ferry, best wooden coaster is Voyage.
Yeah, it's
What's
Voyage.
the consensus answer?
Yeah. Also, I was just texted by Scott Schaefer. You should all go support it because we're really close to being the #1 fundraiser team. Okay, there you go.
Shout out. But yeah, that's the Twisted Traveler Awards for the year. So next week will be the top 25s.
Are we doing top 25 next week, or are we saving that for the last episode?
Oh, I don't know. The top 25's coming soon.
It's coming soon. We got to figure out next week because I'll be on the road with Missouri, so that's gonna make things fun. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a shorter episode. We didn't have a ton to talk about though, so stay tuned. We got 2 more episodes after this one for y'all. We're gonna go out with a bang, we promise.
That's right. Give your own awards out in the Discord.
Yes.
Okay. Shout out y'all for listening once again. Thank you. We'll be back next week. We gotta record your Patreon episodes now. See ya.
Peace.
Thanks for listening to the Twisted Travelers Podcast.